Hello everyone and welcome back to another XAF module API of the week. This week we will review some of the modules from eXpandFramework. I got a lot of requests for this, so that's why instead of going forward with the built-in DevExpress XAF modules, we will review a few of the eXpandFramework modules this time, and then we'll come back to the other ones. So if you are developing with SAP for a long time, you definitely know eXpandFramework. If you are new to SAP, I will definitely recommend you to check it out. These are modules done by Apostolis, and a big shout out to him. He has done an amazing work in the SAP community and has a lot of open source modules that you can go and actually go take a look, read the source code, see how he implemented, and then you can integrate it in your project. So this is the main repo, and if you see, if we go to expand, there is a lot of goodies here, a lot of modules, that crazy modules like the work creator that you can design from time assembly, Excel importer, dashboard, workflow. I encourage you to go to all of them, but I have also been in the same boat that a few of our students and members of the Facebook group have said that before there was a lot of dependencies that was coming with expand, and they were not sure how to make it work and everything. So what I'm really excited about is that all of these models are getting migrated, and Apostle is doing an awesome job here, are getting migrated to this SAF version agnostic model. So this work with any version of the DevExpress. So it's again really neat. And if we go and check the modules, we have a few things here. We have modules, we have extensions, and tools. And actually, we have more. If we go to source, we also have tests. And this is really good. Every module that Expand has in there has a set of tests just to verify that all the functionality is actually working. And every time that we do a new development, this runs on Azure, those tests runs automatically, so we can definitely show that the module is working. So this is awesome. Also take a look at how all the modules, the tests for the modules are working. This is a really great work. And by the way, if your company is using eXpandFramework or any open source module, try to contribute back. Check something that when you are actually using it, if it's not working right, if it's something that you will improve, even documentation, even translate to another language. That's a great way to support this framework that is actually helping us a lot. And people behind this open source project are people that are spending their time for you to have this ready available solution. Not only that, if I'm not mistaken, if we go to hire.expand framework, yeah, exactly that, you can sponsor Apostle here. And if one of these modules that we talked about before, and let's come back to it quickly, if you are interested in moving and speeding along the process of making one of these modules the version agnostic type of module that is the one that we are using now, right here, like one of these that I will show now, please feel free to reach out and contribute somehow, any way you can. It doesn't have to be money. If it's money, it's perfect because it can help speed things up, but it can be a contribution in spelling, in the documentation, in language, localization, anything. Anyway, let's keep going. So the other one was about tools, and in tools we have the expand version converted, that's a complete separate video that I will do later, and the SAF moderator. So from there we have the extensions, and the extensions are really nice. We have extensions here for almost everything, and they give you a more readable, fluent way to write your code, and it's really nice. For example, this one as detail view. If you want to cast your view as detail view, you just put the view that you're using as detail view, and boom, you go, good to go. So, and there are a lot of examples like that. But well, let's get to the point that we want to review, that are modules. Right here you see the modules that are currently on the version agnostic part. And if we read the documentation, these are the platform agnostic modules. So, and all of them are running tests on Azure, are getting compile and run it on the CI/CD pipeline. So this is really nice and a really good way to include DevOps and testing our project. And you can see here if it's platform agnostic, if it's Wing, if it's web. So, and you see that right here we have the core role, so we bring all the modules and then we only use the one we need. But let's do it really different. Let's go one by one and let's start with the AutoCommit. If we check the AutoCommit module, we see that we have here this is to enable AutoCommit in the iModel object view. So you can read the documentation, it's pretty straightforward, but let's actually see it in action. So the first thing that we're going to do, I already did it, but I want to show you, is go to the Nubel solution and add the XAF module AutoCommit. We are going to try the latest version. Last time the latest version was giving me an error, but we'll see. We're going to install it. Then we will have to go to the model designer and add this line here just to have it available, and let's run it. This is a simple XAF solution that I only have a customer class and an invoice class as always, and the customer has like name, birthday. Okay, it's giving me an error. That is the reactive model base through an exception could not load the file. Okay, I'm pretty sure that if we use this one, we should not have the issue, but let's just use this version that I know that it works. Okay, let's close this, let's compile. Okay, and run it. Okay, went to my other monitor, but here we go. Let's close this. Okay, let's go to the model and check the new node that it got created. So here in the detail view, we see that we have a new node that is AutoCommit, and let's put it to false. That is the default value, and let's see how the application behaves. It will behave as always. We open our customer detail view, we make a change, and if we try to close, it will let you know, hey, do you want to save change? Of course, I do, Javier. So now let's come back to it and let's make the AutoCommit true. That means that there won't be confirmation. As soon as you close it out, changes are going to be saved. So I will say Jose, Javier, YouTube, and close out. Both non-confirmation changes are saved, good to go. Simple but really useful and really nice. Let's go to the next one. Let's see how many we can review today in this video. Not too many, I don't want to make the video too long. But let's go to modules and let's go to CloneMemberValue. Again, we read the documentation and it will select if a clone business object member. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom. Okay, so again, we go to the model, Nubel solution, and how's it called? Let's make sure we have the name right. CloneMemberValue. Let's say expand CloneMemberValue. Let's take this. Let's change this to all. Browse. Okay, here we go. Let's install the same version that we have that we know that is working. I will email Apostille post an issue to see why that one specific is not working. Let's install it. And if you see, only in the module, we're not installing any platform specific. So we have it, CloneMemberValue. Now we check the documentation for just a second. Okay, so this image, and if you check here, I have a few pull requests fixing all of this, like the image, the links, and everything. So let's see the image. So we see it. So we have a new clone value. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's actually, we just add the nugget, and then we have to go to the module designer and add the module, CloneMemberValue module. Let's run it. Okay, here we go. Okay, give me an error. Then that is depending on other module, so let's make sure. Okay, I put it in different versions, I believe so. Actually, let's install the one that we know is gonna work. Is this one, .core.all, and that should be good to go. Okay, so again, we have in the model designer model value. Let's run it. Okay, I have to uninstall this, leave this. Okay, here we go. Okay, now let's go to the edit model, and let's say that we wanna find a name, and we wanna say look for clone value, true. Perfect. And now we're going to make a new one, and we're gonna pay XAF, save, new one. And if you see, create a new one with, and it clone the value, the save. So let's show it again. New, again, new one. This is XAF. Now we create a new one. XAF. See, it's cloning the last value that we put there. And now let's put Kelly. See, the next one is Kelly. Really nice, right? Sometimes you will want to give a default value, and then you don't have to set it on the after construction. You can use this model that is really neat. Okay, let's continue. Let's see which one is the next one on our list. So close here. Okay, let's close all of this. Boom, boom, and let's. Okay, CloneModelView. That would be the next one. So if you see here, we can create clone of the view on code. And right here, I have a pull request for this. Right here, it should be CloneModelView instead of CloneView. By the way, it's really nice, especially for testing, is if you need to test different views. So let's stop for a second. Go to the model designer. Let's uncomment the model view. Let's add the namespaces. Let's delete this because I had a comment up. And if we go to customer now, we can comment this clone model view, and we can say namespaces view 2 little view. Here you go. Let's run it, and you can specify the type of view, detail view or list view. You can specify if it's the default view, and right now we're saying it's true. So if you check here, we're saying that this new view that we're creating, the YouTube detail view, will be the default view on a detail view. So we open here, it looks the same, but if we go to the model and go to the customer, the default detail view now is YouTube detail view. Really nice. It's amazing the amount of work and amount of great features that Apostolic has on his models. Okay, moving forward, let's do the grid list editor. We're gonna skip it this time. We can do the master detail, for example, and actually we can do the hide toolbar. Let's go. Let's move to that one. Actually, let's do OneView as well. Those three are nice. So, because we already have the nugget that brings everything, the core oil, we're going to the designer and we're going to take the master detail that I already did a test for that one. We're gonna test the OneView. I see. OneView, master detail. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's leave the OneView for later on, and let's try the master detail model. Stop this. So the master detail, let's look for it right here. Okay. Pretty much, if you create a dashboard view and you add a customer list view and a customer detail view, as an example, you can add, if you add a list view and a detail view of the same object, of the same type, then the master detail will be enabled. So if it means that when you will move them through the list view, the detail view will be showing in the same way that the master detail view works when we have the list view detail view mode. So let's take a look. I have that one set it up already, and we can take a look quickly. All right, so let me show you what I did. So we created this dashboard view, and if you see, we have customer detail view and customer list view. That's it. We added those two views there. So what that means, and those are separate views, but if you go to the dashboard view, you will have this top part that is the detail view and the bottom part that is the list view. And if you see, every time that I'm changing, it's updating information in the detail view. That's really nice. That's again, that's great work, Apostolic. Kudos to you. So let's check why the last one that I want to see in this video. I don't want to make it super long. I think that we have taken almost, I think, 20 minutes already. Let's see the OneView model, why it's not working. Let's see, OneView model. Okay, let's see. Stop here. Okay, let's see the documentation. Close this. And the hide toolbar, we'll show it in the next one, but this is really cool. It creates, and this should be the picture, it creates this hide toolbar that it has the toolbar of the grid. I will show it in the next. Let's see. Install it. Perfect. Okay, now I got that one. Okay, let's read the documentation so I remember how the OneView works. So we just have an interactive model OneView and we decide which view we want to use. Okay. So let's say that we want to see the customer list view. That will be our OneView. And that's really nice. Sometimes you don't want to show the user ribbon, navigation, everything. You just want to show in one view. So we go to reactive modules, one view, and we're going to say the view that we want is the customer list view. That's it. We save it. And let's see. I think that I had to. Let's check. Let's check. What did I do wrong here? Nothing. Right here. I just run the application and you just have one view, the customer list view, showing everything that we need. And if we need to change this behavior, we go to configure, that takes us to the model. We take this out. Here you go. Thanks you guys for watching till the end and see you in the next video.